How's it going?
Hey!
So listen, no Parker this time, but we'll survive. YouTube land, question of the part. How you doing? You comfy? I'm comfy.
So this part sucks.
Should turn it down a little.
So the part is not comfy.
So we have to do a pretty hard fortress part.
You mean
That's so quiet.
you mean we're missing Darbian for this?
Are you actually watching Darby?
Not me. I never watched the SGDQs going on right now. I never watch the GDQs personally until they're up on YouTube. I don't know why.
Well, then you can cherry pick all the good runs.
Absolutely. Well, I guess maybe
there's
that's actually why then.
There's a lot of crap every time.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, I personally consider a lot of it filler.
Well, like I don't understand because
There's a lot of stuff that, like, flies under the radar that you wouldn't expect.
my second new favorite guy besides Darby and who will always be GOAT is Baklava or Baklava soup.
Bok soup.
I think it's Baklava soup.
We'll figure it out. We'll put it in the description.
But
the actual
he
name.
plays all these like horror games like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, and someone was asking him in a recent video if he was going to GDQ, and he said he wasn't invited because they don't have like a Resident Evil block, and it's like, how can you have all this like utter nonsense and not have like Resident Evil?
They have Resident Evil.
Did they?
Yeah.
They don't have like blocks. The problem is that honestly, like when there's Resident Evil at a marathon, it's like carcinogen or something. It's actually usually boring. Like, I can't deny. Like I remember Carcy did Code Veronica, and the run was just boring. Like there was barely any commentary, and Resident Evil has a lot of loading time. So I don't know. I don't think they're good marathons.
Well, Baklava does good. I still like Carcinogen, but Baklava does really good. Whatchamacallit?
There was Resident Evil and Code Veronica. They had the original and Code Veronica. They both ran.
Apparently, did Gunner Maniac go?
I don't recall.
He's a Pokemon guy. Apparently, he has like 7,000 subs. Is that like an extraordinary amount?
That's
I think
making
it's-
100,000 and more a year from subs alone.
Dang. Whereas Baklava only has, I think he said like 700 or so.
Your favorite guys.
Dude, this way.
Okay, so I want to explain what I tried to do before I just decided to do this everything in B class. So once you defend Pino Island, whatever, you can take your A class and S class exam right away. And I got S class, but the problem is that I never knew is that S class actually makes the entire game way harder. Enemies do way more damage and they have way more health. And generally they seem like they're more aggressive, but that also just might be like a pussy good thing. So I tried to do this fortress in S class, and I finally did it, but it took me like 20 tries. It was so aggravating.
So are you doing it in B class?
I'm doing it in B class.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to do this and the next dungeon in B class. I don't think the dungeon's that hard, but you'll see why I hate it. And then after I finish the temple, I'll do
Don't worry.
There's
S class
I'll get your
exam.
sister
Their
out.
sister's stolen.
I don't think so. It's probably too hard for you. There's a wall on the other side that you may get through, but it's really high. Anyway, come with us. You'll see.
These guys got voice work, and original Mega Man Volnut guy didn't. Holy crap! Oh wait, you had that last... No, you didn't.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. This thing's shooting from just a million miles away.
It's pretty helpful. Although I don't want to use it too much.
It has a decent amount of ammo.
I'm in a really far file now, and like having these busters be this week is killing me.
Alright, question of the part. Real question of the part.
Yep.
And I hope all of our answers are the same.
They're going to be.
But if you were a runner at a Games Done Quick,
Yep.
and you had how many people are generally on the couch? 3 or 4?
3 or 4.
let's say 4.
It's usually
Four-
3.
3. Let's say 3, because I guess 4 would be a tight thing. Who would be your 3?
Hurry up, man.
It's okay if it's not us, Ben. It's fine. It's
Are
fine!
these?
Beavis, Minnie.
I mean, think about it this way. I mean, if the answer is Trev, me, and Parker, we could easily learn, like, you could teach us the stuff, and we would just pair it while you're playing. You know what I mean? Like, if you're doing Doom, and you weren't able to talk, we'd be like,
Well, kind of.
Dude, Parker could keep talking about nothing with no knowledge.
Yeah, it kind of depends on like what game.
you gotta have, so let's be honest here, you gotta have Parker no matter what, right?
Be quiet.
Yeah.
Because without him, there might be, like, dead silence, and there's gonna be absolutely no silence with Parker.
No, like he'll make sure that the run. You know, it has a. Having Parker there is basically a guarantee of good commentary.
I mean,
that there won't
obviously,
be
if
too
I
much
was on the
dead air.
couch, I would not be voiced, or I wouldn't have a mic on.
You would be the guy whose mic is
Does
on,
not
but it's,
everybody
like,
does not
way too
everybody
low.
does not everybody have a mic on?
Sometimes, well, if
I think they have like 3, so if there's like 4 or 5 people, there's just a couple of people that usually don't have mics.
okay, so it's going to be Parker, Trevor, but Trevor's mic is going to be on, but it's going to be mixed too low, and I'm going to constantly ask him to explain things and not realize that the mic is like way too low.
You may clap now.
Yeah, he's going to say.
No, actually,
yeah, that was really difficult. You
I've
can
watched
clap and
a
nobody's
couple
gonna hear it.
runs in SGDQ, and they literally asked the audience not to clap yet. I'm just like,
Wait, what? Oh,
'Cause
I heard that today when Ian was watching it. I heard someone say, actually,
clap yet.
there's another hard part coming up.
Yeah.
It's just such a random thing,
Be
like-
American, clap too often.
don't clap yet.
Don't clap yet. But I'm American. It's my God-given right to clap at everything. It's okay if you don't want to have me, Ben. It's fine.
Well, I only listed 2 out of 3.
It's fine. Just pick your third and make it somebody absolutely terrible. It's fine.
Actually, it's hard to come up with a third.
Right.
Because, first of all, I don't know who or what game I'm running.
I mean, will that matter for you? Because I would just pick you 3 guys regardless and just, like, tell you what to say, or tell you all the things about it ahead of time. Like, you don't have to be a master of the damn game. We could just sit down for one day beforehand and be like, this is why I do this, and we'd be like, okay. Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would rather have, like, sometimes when I see it and, like, clearly the people on the couch are, like, the person's, like, friends.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Well,
and it's like there's good synergy, but if it's like, okay, I'm playing Silent Hill 2, and I pick from my couch the number 2 Silent Hill 2 guy, but he's like a wet rag, right? Just sitting there doing nothing. It's
Yeah.
like, that sucks. I don't need someone to be like, you can see the reason, he did it there,
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of smacking lips.
Wait, like tisk tisk tisk?
No, just
Oh.
like bad commentary practices. Just being like,
But these people are streamers. Their job involves frickin' having good commentary, right?
You would think, but a lot of them just like have maybe no personal charisma whatsoever.
I'm not saying you gotta be like a Parker, but like, dang, you know? I don't know.
Like, I don't know. It's some people like they've got like great times and that's why they make it there, but they are actually like a just
Dude, again, if there was a number 1 guy and he was absolutely boring and there was number
my third
2,
would be Darbian.
I accept you looking me over for Darbian because he just says all the right words. Alright.
Yeah, it's on you now.
Alright, so I would definitely have Parker. I would definitely have Trev, because he generally knows pretty well. Although I would before we started, be like, is Trevor's microphone done? Is Trevor's microphone up high enough? And they'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, turn it up higher. So I would definitely do Parker and Trevor, because Trevor at least would, like, actually... Parker would know nothing about the game I'm playing, but Trevor would. My third, because it would make sure that my run became infamous, would be Finch. Because Finch would somehow, like, do or say something that would become, like, a GDQ, like, meme.
You could do anything that Finch would say. Something about, I don't know, suit your gender, which I've heard already.
Yeah.
I mean, he would... I would, like... You could tell him, like, please don't do anything like that, and he wouldn't realize it, and he would do it. So...
Yeah, there have been, like, one or two gender jokes that really did not go over. It was actually during the Heart Gold run.
What is this?
Where it was
Oh,
like
It doesn't help that the Heart Gold run was also terrible, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was.
Who did the Heart Gold run?
Who is it? Zero?
Some mustache worst or
Wait, was Gunner Maniac on the couch for that?
I actually don't know.
I thought he was on the couch for that.
But someone said something about. No, it was the "did you just assume X's gender" joke, and it did not go over well.
I hope they got shadow banned because I hated all of them.
What's shadow ban mean?
It just means that they banned them not publicly. Because
I
they don't
see.
like the bad publicity.
Well, the thing about
But there's
like,
sometimes when you just like notice people don't show up to AGDQs anymore, it's like they got shadow banned.
well, if you follow like
brothers, let's get out of
no,
here.
this is stupid. But if you follow
You're not
like
getting
the
away so
Reddit or
easily.
anything, like people
We'll
will
take you
often
with us.
publicly
Game's
reveal
over,
that they've
Mega
been
Man.
banned.
Dude, look at his. Did you see his neck? His head was at like a 180-degree angle.
He's pretty mad. So, what is the least that you've seen? What is the least crazy offense to be shadow banned for? Like, sometimes they really deserve it. Like, that one Crash 2 guy from a couple years ago. Like, I don't even think they would need to tell him. They're just like, so he assumes he's banned, right?
I remember that.
That's it.
I was watching that run,
Maybe we haven't seen
and then
it.
like it got to a certain
Hold on to
point
that
where
key.
I absolutely could not watch
Dude,
it anymore.
Daily reminder that Worcester said the N-word on stream and he did not get banned for
That was like one of the first ones.
it. Yeah, that was like at least 2013, so it was like definitely less strict. But he got banned later, but not for that.
Is he? When they ban, do they ban for like good or?
It's it varies as far as I know. Like Bonesaw, who did
Bonesaw is
Bonesaw
ready.
is so cool. Why did he get banned?
he didn't get They said like he couldn't submit like any runs for like the next year. Like
This is so sad because that run was amazing.
What game was
it was Jack and
It was Jack and Daxter, and
2.
like the
or
commentary and the couch chemistry was so good.
Well, the thing is,
Why did he
like,
get banned?
Because I mean, he didn't take it seriously at all.
He didn't take
What?
it serious. No, it wasn't that. It
Ugh.
wasn't just that. He did publicly call on the Twitch audience to kind of tweet at Air Canada because he had problems getting in or something. And and then there were a lot of
Oh.
No, I don't know.
Wait, you went through a door and then you end up like
Yeah,
not through a
I
door?
don't get this. But I feel like brigading
Hey,
a company's Twitter when you're just like just some low key charity event.
so these are the items we got from the
Yeah.
the quiz. Pretty much all it does is that later on, the brothers will send you letters in like really broken English, and that's all it does.
I'm so excited.
Sounds terrible.
Dang it! I love when people like take them not seriously.
Yeah, well,
But it seems like you're on such a short leash that you're like can't mess up. And it's such a shame because for their profession, if you're not like Worcester's already big, if you're not already big, like you have to go if they like want to have you.
Yeah, and then you have to be interesting, but also you can't just.
Dude,
I
even if I did a run, like, and we didn't say anything like non-PC or whatever, I just know they would ban us because like me and Parker would just be so loud.
They would be like, oh, we can't.
Not
configure
enough
the
time
mics
for
into your
donations.
voices."
You can't even capture a little island by yourself.
Yeah, actually,
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
That would be the reason. They'd be like, we didn't read a single donation in this entire run because they wouldn't stop talking.
No, you didn't actually. You would ask for donations, and there wouldn't be any because people hated your commentary so much.
Bringing out the big guns.
No, I don't know. Commentary is
Why
like a
don't we
huge,
try using the secret weapon
like,
you're
make or
telling
break
us
for a
about?
good run. At least for me, and that's what and that's why you can't.
Well,
Like the people who like take it too seriously, like their runs end up being like not good.
They just gotta like, you gotta go in there just being like, you gotta be entertaining. You're not trying to set a world freaking record. So like if you,
I mean,
if you're-
sometimes they do actually.
right, but I'm saying you're not trying that. So if you like, if you being able to talk adds a minute to your time and it's like more fun for people, great. I think Ben was the one who suggested me to the one, or no, it was Parker actually. The guy who did Vice City a couple of years ago was the
that
best.
was actually good.
Like just great because he did something and he explained it. Sometimes these people do stuff and they're just like all the early Elder Scrolls ones when I watched them were like, all right, something crazy is gonna happen here, and like you just like glitch out the entire game and they're like, yeah, that was crazy, and it's like, cool. I don't know the ins and outs of what you're doing, you know. On their Twitch, it's different because they're fans.
Yeah.
You know.
Go ahead, just shoot them.
Actually, let me see.
Fire, glide,
I
missiles.
heard Might Magic 6 is a good run. I've heard that a lot.
Might and Magic 6.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Mega
not-
Man. It looks
Not
like
Heroes,
it's broke
just
again.
you know
It's
the
going to
regular
take a
old
few more minutes
point.
to fix.
Not point.
Is that older than Heroes of Might and Magic?
I believe it might have been around the time
Mission
of like
start.
the first or second.
Oh, okay.
Second one definitely actually. But yeah, I've heard that was a good
Thank
run.
you, Autolock.
I feel like
Sometimes it doesn't work, especially if they're like at an angle. You have to sort of align yourself so it's like not going away from you at like an angle.
yeah.
But otherwise, it's usually fine.
I feel like early RPGs are a bit of a hit or miss as far as like commentary, because there's either like too much to explain and you're breaking the game like so badly that there's not enough time to explain it,
Yeah.
or like you
That's why they.
just can't fill enough.
I feel like a lot of these people don't. When they practice the game, but they don't practice their explanations. You know. Like,
I mean, I know firsthand that playing a game, especially like speedrunner-wise, like just so
it's taxing.
like,
that's why. But that's
skillfully-
why you have a really good like. I would literally have Parker because I would just be like on the hard parts. Your couch knows
some
the hard
quiet
parts
time.
and they know to like explain it. So like I would want someone to be like, oh, here he's doing this.
I'm gonna have Parker explain this because I'm gonna need some serious time.
I would pretty much do like something like Stibby
Can't you
Bobo,
do
like
anything right?
doesn't even have a mic on, and he
No
just lets his
one's
couch
in that
say everything.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's what I
That
would
way
do.
there will be nothing between us.
So
and
I
you.
think one of the best runs demonstrating like what a good
Ready, the
like
ultimate
a
glide
clearly
buster.
planned out run and commentary. There was actually a co-op Final Fantasy run for AGDQ.
Yeah, I think I remember that one.
It's 4 hours long, but they don't drop a beat at any time.
That should
Like
do
they
it.
had like clearly
Here we
planned it
go.
out, like what they would explain at what points.
That's
And,
that's
they had trivia on too.
that's amazing because the original Final Fantasy is by all intents a really boring game.
It's
Rule,
so boring, but
it's
So
actually,
for them to make
that-
it interesting is amazing.
It's a great run to fall asleep to, because there's never any like downtime where you feel like nobody's talking, nothing's happening.
Here's the
like,
part where the ship, after 10 seconds, falls apart.
What are you doing? If you keep that up, you'll
Oh. It was like a disruptor ray or something like that.
It like apparently like just the ray makes them laugh, and then they started like beating the crap out of everything for no reason.
I thought it was gonna be one of those things where they're laughing and all of a sudden the ship just falls apart.
They just wanted an excuse to get them out of there, but not kill Glide because he comes back later. Like you can't just shoot a missile or have Eggman like explode.
Hey kid, I'm just here because I'm near retirement guy.
He. I don't know if he makes another appearance. When I was replaying this, I skipped all the cutscenes, so I don't know who appears at certain things.
Rip. What was the, I know there's been, like, terrible runs and terrible commentary, but, like, what's the biggest, like, has there ever been a time where, like, a run just, like, ended? Like, someone's playing Silent Hill and they just die, like, halfway through and they're like,
that's
Yep.
what happened with the what wasn't like They call it mercy kill, but like
Basically, if you can't finish the game, they just kill the run. Or if you look like you're going to go over the estimate by a lot.
yeah, if they were to complete it. So
That way. That one just recently happened.
yeah, that was just a couple days ago. It was
How many more days does it go until Saturday?
Sunday, yeah.
Alright.
So well, I think early in the morning Sunday. So, but yeah, that got killed because they couldn't beat Red, which is like the final.
That entire dude, the Heart Gold run. I don't know. It's probably not the worst run in SGDQ, but the one that I saw, it was just really weird. So Heart Gold has this thing where they reset at a certain time to get a certain trainer ID to to have a set seed for RNG, and they couldn't do it. They did it like 3 times and it didn't work. So they had a backup save with the specific trainer ID, except they didn't factor in for the fact that a full hour passed when they made that backup thing, so the RNG seed advanced anyway. So when they went to the backup, it didn't matter. It still had random RNG. So the run was pretty bad from the get-go. And then the entire run, you have manipulation to get a Raikou as a random encounter at a very specific spot, and then you can just throw a ball and catch it the first try. And since it didn't have that certain seed going, they just went to another backup save where they had that Raikou, and then they didn't buy enough items to finish the red fight, and then they're just like, we can't finish this run. After going back to 2 different backup saves.
Oh god.
Nah, and despite all that, it wasn't like a disaster of a run, because like a disaster of a run would be if they like didn't get that initially, and they couldn't like they clearly had backups because it's a marathon. It's merely to demonstrate. Like
Wait, so like if somebody were to play like Silent Hill, they would have like a save file at some point just in case.
so many runs I've seen have had like backup saves,
Huh.
like, and they've mentioned it, like even if they didn't utilize it.
100.
Like for
It was 1,000, but yeah, drill arm is super cheap to enhance.
Oh, I meant
also,
you have 100
the
left.
drill arm is awesome. There's actually a part where, we'll get to it. Anyway, this dungeon sucks really hard, and it's just really slow because it's the underwater dungeon.
He mentioned that it sucks because it's not very fun. And we've the couch voted it the least fun part of this entire game.